And here we are with Cthulhu Saves the World, one of my personal favorite games of all time. Yeah, it's been a few years since our last update. Don't worry, Fire Red will be coming around, but we're going to do this one just so we can get back to the swing of things. And we're just going to go on normal. Let's turn the commentary off because right now I have another guy talk over me the whole time. Anyway, let's get right into the story. Man, pre-recorded. So, Cali J's go think of being known as Cthulhu. So, essentially, long story short, Cthulhu is a fictional being who people worship for some reason in their life. Long story short, I'll explain that more. Anyway, so Cthulhu, the whole idea behind him, said he's... Anyway, so essentially Cthulhu sleeps, he's gonna wake up, destroy humanity, but instead this wizard guy is all like, yo, you can't pass in this, biatch, and then he uses strange, holy, magical power, and drains Cthulhu's powers. He washes up on the beach, wearing some underoos, red underoos, you know, they have to get in some pants. This is a, I think this game might be rated T. It's indie, who knows. Anyway, so luckily for the world, Cthulhu didn't know that one day he would break the curse and regain his power. In order to break the curse and regain his power, he would have to become a hero. I'm pretty sure I read this wrong. I am clicking away this too fast. Okay. Anyway, so one big joke in this game is that it breaks the fourth wall constantly for enjoyment. So right now, Cthulhu is calling the narrator foolish for telling him the plot of the story and what he needs to do to regain his powers and destroy the world. Anyway, so whole point, Cthulhu must become a true hero, regain his power, and then destroy the world. Hence, you know, the whole, yeah. So hence the title, Cthulhu Saves the World. Anyway, so kind of go over a couple things. You press B to move faster, and he's like, foolish developer, I'll move you faster now, and all that. So, man, this game, this makes fun of better games. Anyway, you press the Y button, opens up the menu, not the start button. Guys are wondering, I am playing this on the 360 version. It's also probably on the PlayStation, and I know it's on PC, and Steam. Yeah. Anyway, so kind of tell you, kind of points out Cthulhu's kind of thing is he makes enemies insane, they take more damage, but in some cases enemies will give more damage, but we'll get more than that. Use Deathblow for massive damage. I wonder what they're referencing. Yes, for some reason, the beginning level they like to reference giant enemy crabs and their weak points, and you have to hit them. Anyway, so now we're moving around. So we got a chest right here. It's with chests. They get you get 1-ups. I wonder what they do. Actually, if you so this has a pretty unique battle system, kind of like traditional Final Fantasy-esque ones. You can save. Spoilers. You can see some people we haven't met yet, but who cares? You know, it makes no sense to anybody who has played this game before. So look forward to meeting those people that were in the party right there. Anyway, speaking of parties, we have our first party member right here on the beach, and we're gonna go save. What's her face? Anyway, so apparently Cthulhu is so bad they saved this one person, won't give him enough hero points. Yeah, you get hero points, they don't do anything. It's just kind of a joke in the developers. Anyway, so here we are in battle. See a lot like kind of Earthbound-esque in terms of point of view and art style, you know. So one big thing is that, okay, so you have combo meters, so that's how many times you hit. So if you hit multiple enemies in one turn, you get more combos. Every turn, enemies do 10% more damage. So they start off at base, they get 10%, second turn, 120%, you know, turn after that. Anyway, so Insanity Slash makes it go insane, which makes him do more physical damage right there. Didn't really see it that much, that one. It'll make more sense as we go on. Anyway, so we get level up. When you level up, you get two options. So we get a passive ability, so each enemy gives 10% chance, strength, or magic. I tend to see to spec out Cthulhu as more strength, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna defeat the slime monsters, and then we have Yumi. I hope that's pronounced it. He's like, oh, you're so pretty. She says she saw this. That's what she saw when Cthulhu saved him. Still a crazed octopus dragon monster man, but with hearts. Anyway, so you'll soon gain hero points, and anyway, this comes to probably the best line of all time right here. Kind of talking, saying, "Oh yeah, I can call up things. Also, you can use this trying to stab things." So that's more like it. Anyway, big green handsomeness, and then we have the best line. Yes, Cthulhu requires groupies. You shall do. A strictly Rockstar groupie relationship, yes. Anyway, so now we can use the chat. Also, multi-character techniques. I kind of forgot to use those first few episodes. We'll be seeing those. They're pretty useful for boss fights. They use a lot of MP, but they're really strong attacks. Also, this has MPs for special moves. much like traditional Japanese RPG, or JRPG, if you will. I'm probably the first person to ever think that acronym. No, I'm not. Just kidding. Anyway, we might have sort of talking like, oh yeah, her name is Pintina. Pinta, I think? Yeah, oh, Pinta is in Pentagram 5. So we're supposed to go to a town on the other side of this cliff. We can talk. You might notice one thing. So these are save points. They give you MPs. Also, you can save. So let's save up really quick. Hopefully the capture doesn't crash. I know it doesn't because this is post-commentated. Yeah, still haven't figured out how to do live commentary. Probably is a way to do it, but not in my capabilities as of right now. Maybe sometime in the future. I don't know. I'm still debating. For those just starting out, I'd recommend post-commentary. Anyway, so we're in a battle, and we have goblins and stuff. Anyway, so Yumi is more of a healer, kind of a mage, white mage kind of style to it. So pretty good because Cthulhu is a giant tank. So it's kind of really basic, like RPG kind of setup. You have your mage, you have your warrior. Don't think a rogue comes next. I usually what I do. Yeah, cause you go insane. Yeah, so we need to take more damage, but they deal more damage. This is kind of a risk. Anyway, so also have really funny little bios. And so one thing really neat to this game is that there's a limited amount of battles you get to go into. So in this case, this dungeon, you have to do 25 battles, and it'll stop spawning enemies that you should fight. So it's really good. So I can recommend, if you're gonna play this game, just do your recommended amount of battles. So 25, or smaller dungeons like 15. The overworld is like 200, but just do those, and then you've leveled up enough, and just stop. It's really good, especially in the longer dungeons. You do your 25 battles, you're getting lost, turn around, you don't have to worry about battles running into. Don't worry about running into battles ever constantly. So they have little snailies. They prefer red lipstick, rouge lipstick, as the Frenchies might say. People of France. See, people like rouge. I don't know. It's been a while since I took the French class. We got a fleece tunic. So the way things work, items work. So every character has a weapon and armor, and so Cthulhu wears tunics. Yumi wears dresses. Cthulhu uses swords, and Yumi uses tridents. So you don't have to worry about like playing hand-me-down and putting characters like stuff together that way. Like, you get the sword first and he gets the sword. Everyone has a different set of weapon and armor. So, man, that's nice. Okay, let's beat this goblin. Okay, so we're just going to go through this dungeon and we'll get ready to find the town, become a hero, and destroy the world. Because that's kind of the funny part of this game. I'm going to run into every single thing I possibly can, just a heads up. So that's the funny part of this game, because you are saving the world, and you guys save the world several times in this, but ultimately it's to destroy the world because, you're Cthulhu. And kind of like Cthulhu Mythos, it's, man, I cannot remember his name. Top of my head. Yeah. Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft. I don't know if it's his real name or not, but essentially he wrote a series of horror books, kind of about, like, proper terms, like cosmology, something like that. It's not the proper term for it, but it's essentially the whole idea of there's an unforgiving universe and us humans are merely ants living on it. But kind of idea is, humans, we think of ourselves as special, but really there's just giant beings out there who we can't even comprehend, and Cthulhu being one of them. And so Cthulhu, whole idea is he lives in a sunken city down the South Ocean by Antarctica. And he'll rise up and destroy humanity, so Earth can be used as a colony for aliens, or something along those lines. I wouldn't say myself as a fan, because it's a very interesting kind of concept. It's, yeah, it's also a. I don't remember the name of the movie. On top of the mountain of madness, or just maybe Mountain Madness, was actually going to be a. Somebody who did Pacific Rim is going to make a movie out of that. Spanish director. Can't remember. I'm bad with names right now. Man, you guys know what I'm talking about. Guy who did Labyrinth. Really stylized, does wacky things. He's going to make actually an R-rated Mountain Madness movie. Which is right up his alley. Kind of like, he deals with themes, just crazy things like that. Giant monsters and yeah. Anyway, so down here we got another chest and we got a battle. Got 2 small snails and 1 giant snail. So we got snailies. characters' names are really funny. Some little bios, yeah. You know, like modem. Like there's one point you have wizards. They cast fireball and a spell, so it's a wizard cast a spell as their match point. And we got 5 potions. Potions fully heal and restore in battle. So essentially, if you get knocked out, you can use a potion to heal up. Or if like Yumi's out of MP, you can use potions and it'll heal her up. Yep. Okay, and we got Gulls. You see the scavenger of food and then immune to massive damage. I actually don't think you can get critical hits on these guys because there's critical hits. I think, yeah. Not sure exactly what they do. I think their amount of damage they take is based off of your combo meter. Now, if you haven't noticed, I might have been using a thing called Death Blow earlier. Essentially, the way it works is you have skills and magic, and they're damage based on the combo meter. So essentially, like it is like, okay, so it's like 50 damage times 3 for your combos. So essentially, or times your combos. So like if I did 50 damage, it'll do 100 damage because I got the combo of 2 on my second turn. Yeah. So we got a boss fight right here. Let's see if we can win this one. Spoilers, we don't actually lose the first boss fight. Anyway, so we have kind of making fun of traditional Western RPGs here. We have Switchblade, Dash the Daring, and the Mage had a weird name too. The 3 heroes of Goody Justice. And they're going to your Dark Fiend should totally be very. And you have Yumi, who just has a huge crush. Please, I'm using magic to snare someone. I would have chosen so much more harder. Do we get hero points for killing these guys? No. I'm gonna beat them anyway. Anyway. Good, always trying to be evil. Anyway. I have skin condition, leave me alone. Kind of making fun of how, you know, rogues are always like... You know, rogue the term means bad person, like a thief, you know, but you play as rogues in Western RPGs and are always the good guys. So kind of making fun of that, you know. Anyway, so what I do here isn't what you're supposed to do. So usually when you're taking on a group of cleric, hero, thief, you know, kind of making fun of the traditional, you know, styles of Western RPGs. If I haven't said that for the 18th time now. Anyway, so Yumi has a thing called Flood, attacks all enemies on there. Doesn't raise your counter by 3. Yeah, so we use Insane Strike Cleric because I was assuming she'll be healing the other 2. She really doesn't. What you should be doing is taking out the thief first, then do the hero, then the cleric. So you kind of want to do the opposite order. The problem is the thief gets really crazy high damage as the combo goes on, so you're not going to take him out fast, you know. So, yeah, take out the cleric, but that, you know, just get destroyed because, you know, I'm not paying attention to the top right or top left. So I'm using Death Blow, you know, which I'm thinking like, hey, I can do that, but no. Problem is yeah. Trying to heal Cthulhu, but problem is, Cthulhu gets knocked out because he wasn't fast enough. Because you have an attribute called Agility, I think it is. Yeah. They get explained later on, but essentially that determines who goes first, kind of like speed in Pokemon, I guess. I guess most Western JRPGs have similar rules. Trying to use Death Blow on this guy, you know. He's ripping through me. Problem is I'm going after the hero, but he has just insane amount of health. Trying to raise Abumi to raise me up, and it doesn't work. Yeah, so that's what happens. So anyway, we use a 1-up. And it pops you right back into the battle. Okay. We got this time. Yeah, this game... I forgot how hard this game is, really, because these guys rip into you if you don't do it right. Yeah, it just rips right in there. So I make her insane, so if you want to take more damage, you can. But I'm going to go through and use my techniques, which are kind of physical versions of magic. You still use MP. And your magic points, which are below your health at top. So H is health, and is magic points, or, yeah, ability points, or whatever you want to call it. Power points, you know, whatevers. So used him in Insane, so he'll take more damage now. I don't think these guys will deal more damage if they're insane. Usually you can tell if a character does more damage if they're insane is if they have like red eyes. Like they look crazier. So what I should have done really is use Siren's Call. No. Siren's Call you'll use once. I was going to use that for, like, in case I really need it. So, hopefully, yeah, Yumi goes pretty fast, but unfortunately, she gets knocked out, but I take out the thief, so we're lowering down the amount of damage we're doing each turn. So, we're using Insane Strike. Yeah. Take out the Cleric real quick. So, he's not doing too much damage, but At least last one more round with him. Then we're going to be using Potion on Yumi. Raise her up. And then use her heal Cthulhu. We notice we're at 150%, so they're doing, you know, another damage and a half on me right now. They're getting paid overtime for lasting this long. But in pay, I mean damaging me and kicking my ass, so, you know, 160. But luckily, 18 health left. He's having problems adjusting to 16-bit, because this is a 16-bit game. Style is an 8-bit game. It's really cool, you know. Got little colors. So anyways, we got Fireball or Flame Strike. I choose Flame Strike, that's the physical one based off your attack and not your magic. So I'm going to do that one instead. See, Blind Strike or Bind. Bind. Is it Blind or Blind? Blind Strike. Yeah, I'm going to Blind Strike. So that actually does damage, supposed to just a 60% chance of blinding them. Don't remember exactly what Blind does. I think this lowers your effectiveness in battle. Anyway, this is kind of a pseudo-blind run. I did do a practice run of this game like I usually do, but you know, it's just me trying to get back to the swing. It's been a long time. We're going to save up our game here. Yep. And I'll see you guys next time for part 2 of Cthulhu Saves the World.